Your equipment is better, you can produce the very good products. The first gap is the shorting. So we are also providing machineries from Dealer Covilani from the RH corporations. The technology is often made it sound complicated, but when it does not need to be. I think Bangladesh recycling industry is still now in an earlier stage. The equipped is better, your equipment is better, you can produce the very good products. Right now, Bangladesh have a very basic level, and we are trying to produce a very high level of product in the circular economy. That was very challenging. The first gap is the shorting. Almost all shorting in Bangladesh is done by hand. Workers took fabric and grease, the fiber type. This is slow, inconsistent, impossible to scale. Modern recycling systems have that automation systems. The NIR and RGB is the shorting for the fiber shorting and color shorting. It was shorting by in a second. So in Europe and America's countries are right now install these equipments, but both for the cut clips as well as for that post-consumable waste. We are very new in here. We are not providing any sorts of machineries. We are trying to provide the machineries from the RH corporations, but still Bangladesh, none of the country has been thinking for this sort of investment. The second gap is before the factory, I can say, the design stage. In the order, you can see in Bangladesh, most of the orders are being placed with different types of fibers, like cotton mixed with polyester or nylon, cotton mixed with other fibers. So it was merely impossible by the mechanical recycling to sort it out these sort of contaminations. And whenever you go for the next level of fiber making, so that there was contaminations is there either in the elastan or polyester or nylon others. So in case you are going for dyeing and a solid dye, so those sort of contamination is visible and it never been eliminated. So I always told everybody that whenever you make a design, it should be starting from the brands. So brands designer have to collaborate, making the goods for recyclable. So it had been coming from the beginning, before the factory. The third gaps in the factory level is also we have been found in the different scales that the knowledge. That industry has been built, but the knowledge is still, there are a lot of challenges and the collaborations with the brand expectations. Say, brand is asking a recycle garments, same like the virgin cotton garments. So it was quietly impossible by the mechanical recycling. In that case, we have to implement the chemical recycling, and that is very costly. I'll come to you later on, but the situation is expectation level and the reality that is different. But in case, whenever you are mechanically recycling even a garments, that the fiber becomes short because it was been destroyed, the fiber length. In Bangladesh, we have found that the advanced level of machineries was not been equipped at the most of the factories. So that can minimize minimize the loss of the fiber. It means they are been right this moment 70 to 80% of the fiber it not been perfectly recycling, shredding, or the next stages. So in such a case, if we can introduce a high level of machineries, it means a very good carding system, soft carding system that can help to build a very good length of fiber. So we are also providing machineries from Dealer Covilani from the RH corporations that can handle these sort of problems in case of the mechanical. The gap between spinning, there is enormous gap because we are thinking and brand is asking that whenever it will be recycled, from this recycle, they are expecting a combed cotton that is completely not in the reality because the short length of the fiber that cannot be produced this good quality of combed cotton or best quality yarn. So in such a case that we saw in the globally, the most of the factories they're introducing a very high level machineries in the open end. It means rotary spinning. And there was some investment also, the research works also in the spinning sector to handle this sort of short fiber. But again, it was in a design stage, how you will blend it with a long stable length of fiber like man-made fiber. Either it can be tencel, it can be polyester or nylon or acrylic. You have to think and design, and you have to enrich the knowledge with the collaboration of the different stakeholders. Again, there wasn't a gap that we are thinking after recycling, we are going for, again, dyeing. That, the dyeing is a huge water intensive pollution making. So if we are shorting out that fiber, that light, dark, black separately with that unique automated shorting system, then can give you a leverage to making a shade, bunch of shade of light color, dark color, blue color, or black color. That can help you to make in a fiber or fabric in a blue color. And if you need to mix with other blended, you can dope dye or you can use that fiber dye of the polyester fabrics or nylon fabrics or man-made fibers. So that you can mix in the blow room and make the spinning. So that will give you avoid the further dyeing. And also we have found there are some smart recycler globally. They're using as a Milan's effect rather going for the solid dyeing. And also you can see that that can be used in the yarn dyed stripe. So avoid that yarn dyeing, so further yarn dyeing, they can be used this as a yarn dyeing stripe. So there are a lot of propositions and proposal or research can be done in this area. And we have found there is a big knowledge gap in Bangladesh, and we have to award the peoples who are the working over here. We have to make some sort of policies. It should be coming from the government level, and then we can face these sort of challenges.